If what I am is what's in me, then I'll stay strong, that's who I'll be. And I will always be the best me that I can be. There's only one me, I admit. Have a dream, I'll follow it. It's up to try. Oh, I'ma keep my head up high. Keep on reaching high. I'm never gonna quit, I'll keep getting stronger. And never gonna go down. Stop, God, because I know I'll keep getting stronger. And what I am is, 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 and what I am is. There's nothing I can achieve, cause in myself I believe in. Gonna keep on getting high, keep on reaching high. Never.
Good morning, Continental Colony Elementary School, home of the Mighty Panthers. Welcome to this wonderful Wednesday. Let's pause for a moment of self reflection as we envision our educational goals for today. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stand for the school's pledge. I now realize that the greatest power in the world is the power of knowledge. I want to be smart. Misinformed people go through life missing so many rewards that could be theirs. I will become a thinker and a problem solver, learn my basic skills, make a special effort to complete all assignments. I will strive for punctuality and perfect attendance. I will read books on subjects that interest me the most. I will also read books and articles on other subjects to broaden my awareness of what is happening in the world around me. I will respect the rights of others and display exemplary conduct at all times. I embrace the positive philosophy of my school. I believe in myself. I can do anything if I try hard enough. I pledge it to my family, my school, and everyone who's trying to help succeed. Most importantly, I pledge it to myself. You may be seated.
All right, we are in a week, and so today we are focused on math. So during the intervention today, make sure you're focused on your zone while your teacher is working in their do the math groups. Also, as you read today, make sure you are logging your points in BSET. And speaking of math, boys and girls, we have our school-wide problem-solving strategy. So every single person in this building, when they come to one of those word problems, this is what they're doing. Read, draw, write. What does RDW stand for again? Read, draw, write. So as we read the problem, we're trying to figure out who is in the problem, what's actually happening, because it's just a situation, and what are you being asked to do? When we draw, we think about, can I draw something to help me solve this problem? As I draw, I need to label. And as I draw, I need to see, okay, what do I see now about what they want me to do? And what am I learning from this drawing? And then finally, we're going to write. We're going to write a number sentence to show our work. And what can I write to share my answer? So always going back to what's being asked and make sure you're formulating your statement in response to that question. So what does the RDW stand for again? Read, draw, write. That's exactly right. Every time you come to a word problem, we should see you reading, underlining, annotating that problem, drawing something to help you figure it out, and then ultimately writing that word sentence to answer that question. And like I said before, as you're reading today, make sure you're logging your minutes. All right, our spelling bee is fast approaching next week. Next week, we will have our school-wide spelling bee. Second grade team is hosting our food drive for Thanksgiving. So pause up to those second grade students and teachers who decided to take action. So second grade is accepting donations through next Friday, November 18th. So please make sure you drop off any donations on the second grade hall. All right, Jay Sean. Those thinkers are coming up. What are we looking like today, Jay? What are we looking like today, Surreal?
In first place, we have House of Thinkers. In second place, we have House of Principled. In third place, we have House of Risk Takers. In fourth place, we have House of Knowledgeable. In fifth place, we have House of Inquirers. And last but not least, we have House of Communicators.
All right, pause up. A few reminders. If you received a mission slip to participate in groups, please make sure you turn those in to Miss Seeley. Also today, we're going to continue our math growth reading. Third and fifth grade teachers, your students will be pooled that need to be tested. Kindergarten, first, second, and fourth grade, you will all need to go ahead and begin testing this morning to make sure all of your students are tested. So again, third and fifth grade teachers, you can go on with your normal day. Your students that need to make up will be pooled. All other grade levels, you need to follow the schedule you followed on Monday, which was started beginning at 9 o'clock for kindergarten, second and fourth grade, and then first grade beginning after specials. So please make sure you're getting everyone tested today. Boys and girls, remember, we're trying to meet our goal. Remember, hopefully you walk through the game room. So next week, we'll be pulling students into the game room that reached their actual goal. So take your time. Again, like I said, the game room begins Monday. Opening the game room begins Monday for those students that have reached their goal. All right, and teachers, don't forget, you should have 2 TeachFX lessons recorded. Third through fifth grade, you should have an accelerated vocabulary lesson as well as an intervention lesson on with your C44 and Read 180 students. And then kindergarten through second grade, you should have recorded a foundations lesson and an intervention lesson with iRead.
Good morning, Panthers. This morning, we will conclude our story, Drawn Together. It doesn't appear that the two main characters have anything in common. Do you think that they will be able to find a way to interact with one another? Or do you think that they will just give up? Let's continue to listen to our story and see what happens.
Boy thinking, and he thinks, right when I gave up on talking, my grandfather surprised me by revealing a world beyond words. And in a flash, we see each other for the first time. And here you'll see the boy as his wizard character. On the other side, you'll see that the grandfather has painted a picture of himself as one of the heroes of his childhood. You see he has his amazing staff that's also a brush. Now, all the things we could never say come pouring out. You can see the grandson, the grandfather there creating all this, including this funny little monkey. So all the things we could never say come pouring out. And we build a new world that even words can't describe. You'll see down here in the corner, the grandson and the grandfather are standing there surveying this amazing world they've created together. But just when we're closer than ever, so something's starting to happen. Just when we're closer than ever, that old distance. So the ground splits apart. You see the grandson on way on this side, next to the grandfather's brush, and way on the other side is a grandfather standing next to the boy's magic wand. So that old distance comes rolling. You'll see this dragon come screaming out of the ground. So the grandfather grabs the boy's wand and he points it at the dragon. And the boy grabs the grandfather's staff and he faces off against the dragon and says, "This time, I'm not afraid. Because I know that together, we can make our way across." If you look closely, the dragon just didn't disappear. The grandfather and grandson faced off against it, and they transformed it into this bridge. So instead of letting it keep them apart, they transformed it into something that will bring them together. So now, after years of searching for the right words, we find ourselves happily speechless. And now we're back in the world of the grandfather's home. You can see the grandfather and grandson are hugging. And on the back walls, you can see that entire adventure, the whole world that we were just a part of, was actually taking place in the artwork that the grandfather and grandson were making together. And then it's time to go home. The mom comes back and she is so excited because her father and her son finally found that connection, finally found that common ground. So the mom and grandfather hug, and as they wave goodbye, as they say goodbye, you'll see that the boy is holding one of the grandfather's paintbrushes, and the grandfather is holding one of the boy's markers. So now that they've made that connection, that's something that they're going to continue to build upon. So the grandfather waves goodbye with future adventures awaiting down the road. And that is Drawn Together. I hope you enjoyed our book. Like I said, it comes from a very personal place. But I'm confident that he knew how I felt about our relationship. That being said, for you all out there listening, if there are people in your life that you haven't talked to in a while, or you're kind of like struggling to figure out how to communicate with, I'm telling you, there's no time like the present to reach out and just let them know how you feel. Tell them you love them. I hope you enjoyed story time. Hopefully I'll be able to share some more stories with you in the future. Until then, have a great day. Bye.
And as always,
Have a